Hello everyone, Messicoda back again, this time with some game action. I'm playing a game called DayZ on a mod called the RedZone. RedZone is an RP role-playing mod for DayZ, and I'm very proud and happy to be one of the devs working on this mod. Actually, I've got a very small part to play in this mod development. There's an amazing admin and dev team on this mod. They are fantastic people, and they were gracious enough to let me contribute a very small amount to this mod. I'm having a great time, and I'm learning a lot about what it takes to make an amazing game such as DayZ. And to be honest, look, it's got a lot of flaws, a lot of bugs, but under the hood it allows you to do a lot of customization, a lot of modding. And one of the things you can do while playing a game is pretend to be someone else. And in this video you're going to find me pretending to be someone quite different indeed. So I hope you enjoy it, sit back, and I'll see you in a moment.
Hello?
Oh! Hello?
Don't be alarmed.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
What is your name, stranger?
Come on in, dear. Would you like a drink, darling? Bar's open.
Sir, I'm not going to come in there. We're just out here. We wanted to see kind of who you are and
I don't get many customers, dear. Don't be shy. I've got a table made up.
I don't think he's right in that.
Why don't you go in? I'll watch you.
Hello?
Right idea. Sir?
Hello?
Hello?
I've got a table for
Hi.
two. Table for two, dears. Hello? Table for two?
We're not hungry. We're just...
Oh, it's okay. We're going to give you a
your
spot
name
to
is.
drink. Conversation. Massage. Only joking, darlings.
I prefer the comfort of the open area here. What's your name?
I'm thinking of opening up a restaurant here, darlings, but I don't really get much passing traffic.
Well, you see, I don't know if you've come this way, but you know we live over that direction.
Which way, dear?
Can you keep your space? I don't know who you.
I'm sorry. Name's Gladys, darling. Now you know me. What's your
Gladys.
name?
Okay, well my name's Archibald, and how about you? You feel like giving the
My
lady?
name's Robert.
Sorry, dear?
Robert.
Robert. Lovely names. And Archibald, did you? What a wonderful name. Archie. I used to know an Archie. Used to love to play in the garden. Always throwing his ball over. He used to toss it here, toss it there. He used to say, Archie, you're getting it everywhere. You naughty little tosser, you. And he would give him back his ball and off he'll trot again. Do you like to play with your balls, Archie?
Oh, well, you know, on occasion. Ma'am, how old are you?
Oh, cheek of sausage. You should never ask a lady her age. Although I do not...
Oh, I understand that. It's out of sheer circumstances in the world we live in. It's surprised to see a woman of you know, of more seasoned stock.
Oh, seasoned stock, you say? What wonderful. But I have to say, I have been round the block a few times, you could say. I haven't always been alone, you know, darling. I did have a husband. He was a wonderful man. Unfortunately, it passed. We live over yonder, and he's buried in the garden, along with the dog. He loved that dog. Well, we just wouldn't get enough of it. Always just licking it, and it would be a lot of licking, a lot of jumping up, shagging his leg or whenever he could. That dog, you know, wasn't into it at all, but my husband just wouldn't stop. And never mind. So, darling, Archie, and Dickie, did you say? Was your name Dickie? Robert. You said you live up here, is it?
No, quite the contrary, the other way. I don't know if you've seen, there was a factory.
Oh, darlings, you moved into the old factory, the old shoe factory. Oh, I live just up on the hill over the top of it, dear. You know there are the train tracks?
Oh, wait, whereabouts?
Oh, wonderful. I'm just looking for a shovel so I could... now, unfortunately, before my husband passed, he was supposed to fix the fences, and he never did, the cheeky bugger. And now I need to find myself a shovel so I can dig in and make the fences myself to stop all these naughty neighbours who keep on walking in. Marjorie from down the street, she kept on rummaging around in my gardens, looking through the bins. And I used to tell her, Marjorie, darling, do not go through another lady's bins. But she couldn't help herself. Her hands were everywhere. Would you know I could get a shovel, dear?
Well, you know, we do have a shovel back at home. Do you have anything in exchange? You know, it won't be
What would you like for a shovel, darling?
much. Well, what do you have?
No, I don't have much, my dear.
Well, it'd be hard for me to determine whether or not I can trade you the shovel if I don't perhaps know if you have anything of equal exchange. What would you be willing to part ways?
Let me see what I've got in my pockets, darling. Oh, I've got some tuna and some pieces of paper. They're lovely, aren't they? Would you like some tuna and some paper? You could wrap the tuna in the paper and have a tuna sausage.
Well, you know what? Well, you plan on living here long? Is that true? You plan on finding yourself and nestling yourself a good way here?
Well, I'm hoping to fix up the home, darlings. So if I can fix up the fence so the naughty neighbours and the priest don't... Have you seen the priest? He keeps on rummaging. Every time I knock him on the head with poke him with a stick, he just falls down and he gets up again.
Well,
If you can help me fix that fence, dear, then I'll be staying around for a long time still.
well, you know, just out of, you know, neighborly good faith, and if we give you the shovel, I'm assuming that you won't cause too much troubles with us and our friends over there at the, you know, the factory.
Oh dear, do you know what? I would love to pop in every now and again and I'll give you a lovely casserole if I ever learn how to make one.
Well, you know, that really isn't up to my decision to make. We do have some other members that do live there, but I'm pretty sure if I conversate with one of those individuals who hold a more higher ranking than such as myself, we might be able to get you a status of which allows you in the gates here, much like our friend here, Tia. Depending on what's going on here, we have single gate clearance, double gate clearance, soon to be triple gate clearance. So the more we trust you, the more gates you get to go through. You know what I mean?
Oh, that sounds like a lot of gates, dear.
Well, you can never be too careful with the people who live around these parts. Sometimes they see our walls and they think, oh, jackpot, and they hop over them, or they break them, or they dig under them. You don't know what they were capable of. And then we come home and a lot of our stuff's...
Oh dear, it's probably Ethel. Ethel from the book club.
Yeah.
Oh, she's terrible. She's always taking my To Kill a Mockingbird and never bringing it back. I once said to her, you know what, Ethel? That's the last time I play with you. I gave you my big Moby Dick, and then you just keep on taking. You took my To Kill a Mockingbird, and you just won't give it back. Now, next time I see you, I said, Ethel, give me back my dick, and then that'll be the end of it. But she never did. So it probably was Ethel.
Well, I haven't seen a person named Ethel, but maybe I'll keep a wide eye for her. You never know how squirrely these people can be. But I guess I can spare you a shovel if you are you going to be around these areas? I'll come back with one. If you're just going to be up in this little building.
I was just going to go in a little bit of a jaunt, but why don't I take you to the house, dear?
Yeah.
Dickie, do you want to join us?
Is this the house here?
No, darling.
Is this not the house that you're
This
talking
isn't
about?
the house, darling. No, this was an old restaurant that my husband used to work at. He was a cleaner. Used to love to clean. Never clean around the house, but always used to have getting his hands on other people's filth.
Well, that's
What was your
All right,
husband's
Freshy
name?
buddy. Have a good one, pal. Look, as you can... Pop in. Come on, darlings. Come inside. Have a look.
I don't know. It's kind of odd. I don't know what we should do.
She has like Alzheimer's or something,
Yes, I think she's rather senile. I'm not too certain.
She seems rather lonely as well. She hasn't stopped talking since we walked up here.
Yes, it seems rather odd. Should we?
There you go, darlings. Look, come inside. Here's a lovely pair of sneakers, I believe you call them, don't you? There you go. Sneakers for a shovel. Wonderful.
Well, I'll have to grab the shovel. We should maybe. She's looking at us. What do we do? Hi. We're just, kind of following our scout code, which is, don't go into buildings with strangers. I know you seem
Archie,
harmless,
darling,
but you could be.
We're not strangers anymore, dear.
No, we'd love to go in, but we don't want to track mud onto your floors.
Oh, Dickie, darling, don't worry about the mud.
Yes, the mud. We don't want to have to track in the mud.
Oh, don't be silly. Don't be silly. Clean that off with a damp rag. Always have a damp rag with you, darlings. Always remember, a damp rag fixes everything. Now, as you can see, we've got the bar here, and I was thinking of opening up the restaurant and serving drinks to the public. Go, here you go, darlings, come into Gladys's. I was going to call it Gladys's. Put a big Gladys outside. And then go, here you go, here's a drink. And then here's a drink for you too. And here's a lasagna. Now, I wouldn't say eat lasagna, darlings, because I'll tell you a funny story. Oh, it's so funny. So, I'll tell you what happened. One night, I made my husband a lovely lasagna. And then, in the middle of the night, he would say, oh, my belly's rumbly. Oh, I've got a bit of a dicky tummy, Gladys, darling, he said to me. And then there was brown sauce everywhere, all over the place. The sheets were soiled. There was mud all over, muck all over the walls and the ceiling. And I was thinking to myself, oh, Gladys, what did you put in that lasagna? You shouldn't have got those mushrooms out of the dustbin. What were you thinking? And then, oh, the terrible thing, he tried to eat my face. My darlings, he was all over me. He hadn't been like that since the wedding night. And all I could do was beat him off with a shovel and ran out. Ironically, we had a shovel back then, dear. And I ran down and I went into the kitchen, picked up the kitchen knife, and I had to go and chop off his head. Oh, it was tragic. And I was thinking to myself, what have I done? What have I done? The lasagna, I've killed my husband. Oh, and I went round to see the neighbours, and I was knocking on the door, and I was saying, Ethel, dear, Ethel, I forgive you about Moby Dick, darling. Ethel, but I looked through the window, and there they were eating each other, and I realised, you know what, darlings, it wasn't the lasagna at all. Everyone was going with the brown sauce all over the place. Oh, that was so funny. Oh, I felt so much better knowing that it wasn't me that caused my husband to die. Wasn't that a funny story, darling? Would you like lasagna, dear? Would you like something to eat?
I think...
we just ate before we got here.
Yes, we just ate. I think, that is quite a funny story, Well, I think we'd like to help you out. I think we'll go get you a shovel now. I think will help you build up your base here a little bit, and give you some comfort.
Oh, thank you, darlings. Well, should I follow you, dear? Should I follow you?
Oh no, don't worry. We'll bring it back. It happened if when you come back, you said you're on a journey to find some things.
Archie, dear, let me show you the house. Come along with me, boys. Come on, two strong, strapping young men. Come on, dears. Come on, off we go. Don't forget your sneakers there, Dickie, darling. Dickie, dear. Dickie. Pick up your trainers, darling.
Yeah, of course. I don't want to forget the trainers.
There you go, darling. Well, such a strong boy you are. Come on, Archie. Come on, Dickie. Let's go.
Are we seriously going through with this right now? Oh.
So where'd you come from, dear? I haven't seen you around these parts before.
Well, we do live nearby. I came from Canada, the so small little country, small big little country, I guess you could say.
Canada, dear. Oh my word. So funny. I was just telling a friend of mine the other day that I knew a friend from Canada. He was a Mountie. Oh, he was a lovely man. Big, strong, strapping fellow he was. Lovely Mountie. Have you ever seen a Mountie before, Archie? They do love to mount everything, darling. Oh, naughty boys they are.
Oh, well, yes, I have seen a few of them around back in the day when they had the parades or, more, backwoods law dealings, sometimes in the papers.
Oh, a lovely Mountie parade with the big, strong men in their red coats. Mounted. Were they mounted, Archie? Were they mounting?
Well, I guess they would be mounting, maybe, if you classify that as hopping on the horse, but, sure.
Oh, yes, and a horse as well. Never forget those. Dickie, darling, you're a bit quiet there, dear. Where are you from, darling?
From the States.
The States.
Did you say your name was Gladys?
Gladys, that's right. Gladys Margaret Smith, dear.
Yeah, that's Gladys. You don't sound like you're from Chernarus. Was your husband from here?
Oh, we're from England, darling.
Right.
We came over many, not that long ago, darling. It wasn't that long ago. Been here a while, I would say.
Well, that's,
How long have you been alone?
Sorry, that Dickie? Dickie, what'd you say, darling?
How long have you been alone here?
Alone, darling? Too long, dear. Too long. Although my husband's still with me, I like to think. I like to think he's still here. Never too far away. There's always that smell. You know, that wet dog smell. You can never really get it out of your nostrils, can you? So here's the home.
Before your husband, Gladys, before that tragic event with the lasagna and whatnot, did you take medications often? You know?
Oh, lovely, darling. I'm always worried about a lady's health. Yes, I used to take medication. Lots of it, dear. I was a nurse, you know. Lovely. See, this is where I've started to make a fence.
Medication?
Tried to make a fence here, and then I realised, you know what? I can't bang it in without a shovel, darling. Oh, let me show you my husband. Come on. There he is. Look. Sebastian, darling. Look, we've got friends. Here's Archie and Dickie. And here's the dog. Don't ask me why, but there he is. There's the dog and there's the husband. Or there's the dog and there's... I can tell you the truth, darling. I do get them mixed up. They did smell the same.
Well, it is, you know, I'm grateful that you're welcoming us in your home and showing us your husband and your dog, but...
And here's the toilet, dear. If you ever need to go, here you go. Sit down.
Oh, don't worry about that. I don't think we're too Oh, don't worry about it.
And then, if you ever do get... I had to take the door down, darling, because he was always up to things. He would be in there for hours. So I took the door down, and then, I'll show you what, we can look through the window, and I used to look out the window and bang out the window and go, Sebastian, you've been in there far too long. Get off of there. And he'll be going, Gladys, leave me alone, you horrible cow. He was a very funny man. Here's Ethel's house. She's not with us anymore. I still can't find my Dick anywhere. Moby Dick, can't find it. Nowhere. Look. Dirty Ethel. All the things she used to get up to in this bed. Always knocking on the door, asking where my husband was. Is he coming out to play? Could he help me fix this? Could he help me open a jar? Like, no, he can't, Ethel. Get your own one.
Well,
Now, Gladys, do you remember what I was asking you a minute ago about your medication?
Yes, darling.
Do you remember the last time you took your medication?
you're so kind and thoughtful. Well, my dear, if you do happen to find any medication, you could always pop it over here, leave it in the boot of the car, and then we'll pick it up and get it out. That would be lovely.
Well, do you
Thank you,
remember
dear.
what medication you were taking and what it was
Oh,
for?
anything, darling. I take it all.
Right.
Well, I
Did you
think
just
a
take
woman
what
at your help.
Sebastian gave you? Is that it?
Sebastian used to give me lots of things, dear. Not all of it good, I'd have to say.
Right.
Although sometimes he did like to receive.
So, what do you say, Archibald? Maybe we should go do that thing we were doing.
Oh yes, we should go do that thing. Thank you for your hospitality. Well, we might be able to give you a shovel if we can, but I'm not too certain. I have to check the stores. But yeah, should we get going now?
Yeah, of course. We don't want to take up too much of your time.
It's
Gladys.
lovely meeting you, lovely boys. Dickie, wonderful meeting you,
Oh
Dickie.
yes,
Archie,
it was
lovely
wonderful
meeting you,
meeting you too. Glad. Just stay safe. Don't let the infected bite you. It'd be a shame for them to catch you.
Well, I'm a little bit infected at the moment, darling, so if you do have any antibiotics, it would be lovely.
Oh well, I don't have any at the moment, so no, I unfortunately cannot.
Normally, a good
Assist
apple
you
would
with that.
take it away
Why don't you
about...
take a couple of these? Here, hold out your hand. Why don't you take a couple of these and see if that makes you feel any...
Oh. Darling, I can't grab hold of anything with these fingers. You need to drop it on the floor, darling. Just drop it on the floor.
better? Don't worry, I just slipped them in your pocket there.
Oh, darling, you've stuck something in my pocket, did you, dear?
Well, anyways, I think we should go and do that thing now.
Oh, darling, lovely. Do your things. Make sure you wash your hands afterwards, dear. And do pop by whenever you want. It's lovely having two big, strong boys popping round to see if I'm well. Now, knock on the door, say, Gladys, do you need anything, darling? And I'll be like, oh, Archie, dear, come and get your ball, you naughty little tosser. You're always tossing it over the fence. And Dickie, darling, if you ever need anything, always pop in, and I love to just make you a lovely meal, maybe a lasagna or a casserole, darling. Don't forget your sneakers there, Dickie. You've got your sneakers, dear?
Yep, they're in my bag.
Well done, darling. Okay, boys.
I would not
Toodles.
want to toss those.
Don't toss those, darling.
Yes, no, but yes, nice meeting you. You should,
Toodles.
expect your shovel in 3 to 6 weeks.
What lovely boys. Ooh. Sebastian, dear, did you see those lovely boys? Wonderful boys they were. If you want to see more of my crazy videos, click on the left side of your screen now. And down below, there's that big juicy subscribe button. And right next to it is the magic bell that if you click it, it will tell you if I've got a new video coming out. Till next time.